I ordered you a size 18. My cousin Vanessa said it like she was being helpful. I'm a size 10. I held the enormous bridesmaid dress against my body, the fabric pulling on the floor around my feet. This is 3 sizes too big, she shrugged, examining her perfectly manicured nails. Better too big than too small, right? You can get it altered. There's a seamstress down the street. We were in her pristine living room. The kind that looked like a magazine spread. White furniture, glass tables, everything expensive and untouchable. The other bridesmaids, her sorority sisters, were trying on their dresses nearby. All size for South and 6 South, perfectly fitted. Gorgeous emerald green that made them look like they belonged in a fairy tale. My dress, the same style, looked like a tent. I'm Natalie Ross. I'm 28, a teacher in Seattle. Vanessa is my cousin, 3 years younger. Getting married in 6 weeks to a corporate lawyer she met at a charity gala. We'd grown up together, but somewhere around her sweet 16, she decided I wasn't pretty enough, thin enough, or successful enough to be part of her carefully curated life. Still, our mothers were sisters and family obligation had gotten me a bridesmaid invitation. The alteration will cost about $200, the seamstress told me 2 days later. Pins in her mouth as she marked the enormous dress. It's almost a complete reconstruction, $200 I didn't have in my teacher's salary budget. But I paid it because refusing would cause family drama I didn't need. The altered dress fit perfectly. The seamstress was talented. When I picked it up, she smiled. You'll look beautiful. I wished I believed her. At the rehearsal dinner, Vanessa's eyes narrowed when she saw me. Did you lose weight? That dress looks different. I had it altered. Like you suggested, her jaw tightened almost imperceptibly. Oh, well, don't lose any more. We need all the bridesmaids to look coordinated. Not beautiful, not elegant, coordinated like furniture, but I noticed something else that night. Vanessa couldn't stop checking her phone, sneaking glances when she thought her fiancé Marcus wasn't looking. And when Marcus tried to hold her hand during dinner, she pulled away, claiming her rings were being cleaned and she didn't want to scratch him. Odd, specific lied I'm observant. It's a teacher thing. You learn to read body language, to notice when students are hiding something. Vanessa was hiding something. After dinner, I waited in the hallway outside the bathrooms. Sure enough, Vanessa emerged, phone pressed to her ear, voice low and urgent. I can't talk about this now. After the wedding. Yes, I promise. Just give me 2 more weeks. She saw me. Her expression shifted, artificial brightness snapping into place. Natalie, are you enjoying yourself? Who was that? I asked. Her smile didn't reach her eyes. Work call. Wedding planning never stops, she brushed past me. But she'd been too flustered to fully close her phone. The screen was still visible. The name at the top of the text thread, Devon not Marcus, Devon. I didn't know a Devon in her life. That night, I did something I'm not proud of. I found Vanessa's Instagram, scrolled through her tagged photos and found him. Devon Chen tagged in photos from 8 months ago. Vanessa and Devon at a concert. At a restaurant. His hand on her waist, her lips on his cheek. Photos from the same time she was engaged to Marcus. I dug deeper. Devon's public Facebook showed relationship status. It's complicated. His recent posts were vague. Melancholic. Sometimes the person you want isn't the person you choose. Posted 3 days ago. I took screenshots of everything. Not because I knew what I'd do with them, but because I recognized the pattern. Vanessa was using Marcus for his money, his status, his family connections. But she loved Devon. The wedding day arrived. We gathered in the bridal suite, a flurry of hairspray and champagne. I wore my $200 altered dress. Vanessa wore a gown that probably cost more than my annual salary. She looked stunning. She also looked terrified. Nervous? Her maid of honor asked. No, just excited, Vanessa said, but her hands shook as she applied lipstick. Her phone buzzed. She grabbed it immediately, read something, and her face went pale. Everything okay? I asked. She forced a smile. Perfect. Everything's perfect. During photos, I stayed quiet, watching, waiting. Vanessa kept checking her phone between poses. The photographer grew frustrated. Bride, please. We're losing the light. The ceremony was outdoors. A sprawling estate with gardens and a string quartet. Marcus stood at the altar, beaming. Genuinely happy, oblivious, Vanessa walked down the aisle, her smile perfect and practiced. But I saw her eyes dart to the crowd, searching for someone who wasn't there. The reception started beautifully. Dinner, toasts, the first dance. I sat at the bridesmaid table, picking at salmon, still watching. Then, during the salad course, I saw him, Devon, slipping in through the back entrance, wearing a suit but no tie. Looking desperate and determined, he found a seat in the back, partially hidden by floral arrangements. But Vanessa saw him. I watched her freeze mid-conversation, champagne glass halfway to her lips. She excused herself, hurrying toward the venue's side exit. Devon followed. I waited exactly 2 minutes. Then I followed them both. They were in the garden, partially hidden by rose bushes. I could hear Vanessa's voice, high-pitched and panicked. "You can't be here. I told you, it's done." "I'm married now." You're not married yet, Devon said. "You still haven't signed the license." I checked. "Vanessa, please. Don't do this. You don't love him. You love me." "Love doesn't pay for the life I want," she hissed. "Marcus has money, connections, security. You have a startup that might fail and dreams that might not pan out. I can't bet my future on might." I pulled out my phone and recorded every word, every painful confession. "So that's it?" Devon's voice broke. "You're selling yourself for his bank account?" "I'm being practical," Vanessa said coldly. "Something you never understood. Now leave before someone sees you." What about what you told me 6 months ago? That you'd break off the engagement? That we'd figure it out together?" "I lied," Vanessa said flatly. "I needed you until I didn't." "Goodbye, Devon." He stood there, devastated. She turned and walked back toward the venue, her composure already reconstructed. I stopped recording, walked back inside through a different entrance, sat down at my table, finished my salmon. The best man's toast came next. Then the maid of honor. Then an open mic for anyone who wanted to share memories. No one expected me to stand, but I did. The microphone felt heavy in my hand. The room quieted. Hi everyone. I'm Natalie, Vanessa's cousin. I've known her my whole life. I smiled. Vanessa always knew what she wanted. She was focused, determined, strategic. She never let anything stand in her way. Not friendship, not family, not even— I paused. Not even love. Vanessa's face had gone white. She half stood, but Marcus placed a hand on her arm, confused. "Natalie, what— Tonight, I saw something that I think Marcus should know about. Before he signs that marriage license." I held up my phone. "Would you like to hear it, or should I just play it for everyone?" The room went dead silent. Vanessa's voice filled the space. "Love doesn't pay for the life I want. Marcus has money, connections, security. You have a startup that might fail." I let it play, all of it. Her confession to Devon, her admission that she'd lied, her cold calculation of Marcus as a financial transaction. The room erupted, gasps, whispers, someone shouted. Marcus stood, his face ashen. He looked at Vanessa, who was crying now, mascara streaming. "Marcus, I can explain. You used me," he said quietly. "You don't love me. You never did." He pulled off his wedding ring, set it on the table, and walked out. His groomsmen followed. Then his family. Then, slowly, most of the guests. Vanessa turned to me, fury and devastation warring on her face. "You've ruined my life." "No," I said calmly. "I just stopped you from ruining his." I left the venue. Left her standing in her $15,000 dress, surrounded by uneaten cake and abandoned champagne. The $200 alteration fee suddenly felt like the best money I'd ever spent. The fallout was nuclear. Vanessa called me every name imaginable. Our mothers fought. Family sides were chosen. But Marcus sent me a message 3 days later. "Thank you. I would have spent my life with someone who saw me as a bank account. You saved me from that." Vanessa tried to reconcile with Devon. He'd heard about the recording. He blocked her number. She moved to another city, started over. Told people the wedding was called off due to irreconcilable differences. She never mentioned me. Never acknowledged what really happened. I still teach. Still live in my small apartment. Still wear size 10, which Vanessa tried to make me ashamed of with that size 18 dress. But I'm not ashamed. I'm the person who told the truth when everyone else was too polite, too afraid, too invested in the pretty lie. If someone tries to diminish you, to make you feel small or unworthy, remember this: they're usually trying to distract from their own smallness. Vanessa ordered me a dress 3 sizes too big because she needed me to look worse next to her. She needed everyone to look worse. Because deep down, she knew she was hollow. I didn't ruin her wedding out of revenge for a dress. I did it because I saw a good man about to legally bind himself to someone who would have destroyed him. The dress was just a reminder of who she really was. Someone who made people smaller to make herself feel bigger. Sometimes being the villain in someone else's story means being the hero in someone else's. Marcus got his freedom. Devon got clarity. Vanessa got the truth she'd been running from. And I got to be the cousin who stood up, spoke up, and stopped a disaster before it became permanent. The family still doesn't speak to me much. They think I should have stayed quiet, let adults make their own mistakes. But Marcus's message, the one thanking me, is still saved on my phone. Sometimes that's enough, asterisk.